My whole career been a gift and a curse. I'm to keep it real. When I recorded This Is Why I'm Hot as a record, I did it based on frustration. It came from a place of frustration. Creativity, but also frustration. Being a New York artist, being somebody that was heavily influenced by lyricists. I'm not saying I was a lyricist. I'm saying I was heavily influenced by lyricists. So whenever I would approach a record back then, the record would have to have some type of lyrical content. You know, even if I was talking about a club or party, and it had to have some type of lyrical content. And I remember the time I recorded This Is Why I'm Hot, my manager at the time, also a good friend of mine, Chris Fields, he came to my house with a beat CD. And the beat CD was like really Southern driven. Like it had these Southern driven records to it. And not that I ever had an issue with anything South related, but like hearing the beats, my initial approach with these beats was, I'm gonna out rap it. I'm gonna over rap out. I'm gonna do New York, but on a Southern beat, I'm just gonna do the New York style.
Right.
And I remember like us like going back and forth, and we started joking, and I'm like, yeah, you know, but that's not what the people want to hear. They want to hear something more simplistic. And I started freestyling, and my freestyle basically was just freestyling words. And the first thing that came to mind was, this is why I'm hot.
Hey.
This is why I'm hot. And I started just repeating it. This is why I'm hot. And I kind of like accidentally like said, okay, well, damn, that's kind of catchy. And it became me going from wanting to lyrically overtake a record to me just saying, yo, you know what? Let me just simplify it. Let's try that approach. And it's a gift and a curse, because that record is such a huge record for me, my life, my career, the people around me, what I've been able to do. But it never defined me as a musician. So when you catch a record like This Is Why I'm Hot, and then you got to go in the studio and deliver an album, your mind is like, yo, what do I do now? Where do I go now? And if you listen to Music Is My Savior, my first project, it was a confusing project to put out because I was in the middle of this huge bubblegum style record.